years.
Ahí ya tengo como 3 años.
All my life.
28 years.
I was born here, and half of my life is spent between here and Puerto Rico. Now I live in the Bronx, but I come to Harlem every day.
I like the area.
Es tranquilo, es seguro y me gusta que hay muchas oportunidades como de estudios.
¿Vivir aquí?
No, la verdad no. Es muy triste. Hay mucha violación, mucho robo, mucha pelea, mucho problema en la calle. No se recomienda a nadie.
Yeah, Harlem is nice. You can never go hungry in Harlem. Remember that.
Yeah, I like living here. You know, still the same problems. You know, like every natural community.
Like the past year, I've seen more people from all over the city, different people than what used to be here, and I think also the real estate point of view, the high rises all over, is helping out also. A lot of people are moving in here.
There has been a lot of change. The demographics has changed. We see a lot of more Hispanic, but we're also seeing a large infusion of, let's say, the lower East Side and the moving in. We're seeing a lot more Caucasians in the area. We're seeing it's a good mix. So you're seeing the neighborhoods change, and you're seeing buildings being revitalized, and you're actually seeing rents that are unheard of for this area. Years ago, you're seeing apartments being sold for close to $1 million.
I have seen change, but the change I've seen is now going down, and it could be because of the economy.
It was predominantly, back in the 70s and 80s, predominantly Puerto Rican neighborhood. I'm actually Puerto Rican, so I've always had an attachment to this neighborhood in La Maqueta itself. But it's changed. A lot of the first generation born Latinos, Puerto Ricans, have moved on. They moved on down south, they moved to other states, down to Florida. So neighborhoods changed, I would say, from the 90s to 2000, the neighborhood has been changing. Now it's a nice mix of, Puerto Rican, of course, and now it's a Mexican contingency. You see they have the old Italians that's been here on Pleasant Avenue. You have a lot of downtown professionals moving up here. Now a lot of new condos are being built. I hate to use the word gentrification, that's like a bad word. However, I just say change and progression.
Before there were mainly Puerto Ricans. Now we have other ethnicities, and plus a lot of Hispanic coming from Central and South America.
They don't have a lot of opportunity, It's very difficult when you don't have the opportunity to do better for yourself. So sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
We need more GED programs here in the area. Mental retardations and disabilities have been impacted through the Medicaid legislation.
Drug addiction, alcoholism, school dropout, early pregnancies, all that.
Bueno, sí, que el gobierno nos regalara dinero para ayudarnos, pero el problema no es ese. El problema es que, por ejemplo, yo agarro un cheque de 700 pesos al mes y un cuarto vale 700 pesos al mes. ¿Qué me van a dejar para comer?
Higher rates of diabetes, obesity, and heart disease.
The problem with the community don't want to do nothing for themselves.
What do you mean?
They sitting, waiting for somebody to do something for themselves. But sometimes you gotta do it. You cannot wait for somebody to do it for you. You gotta do it yourself. And most of the people don't understand that.
Well, so it's a college, right? I think it's college is yeah. And so far I haven't heard anything unpleasant or anything like that.
I work through that sometimes.
No, I never heard about that college before.
I attend the Human Services Consortium meetings, and so we've been abreast of the changes and the new tenant in the area, and so we're quite happy about that. Yeah.
Yes, I did hear about it.
I just heard that recently, this past year I've heard that, and it's actually quite exciting, and I see a lot of students moving around here and coming for lunch and stuff like that, so it's quite nice. It's quite a nice change.
You know, one of the things that we are trying to do and that we need Hunter to do, and you know, is that people understand and put the marketing out there that Hunter College is here. I mean, I think we are doing some events and having the discussion, but still many residents have no idea that the School of Social Work is located in their community.
I don't know. I think I thought some people thought just the college or whatever.
Just in general observations of what people were passing by, and they're interested in what the building is, but you know, hearing comments, no one really knows what's going on in here. And I'm not sure if the school has reached out to explain that.
We're part of the change, you know, and I think that has positive and negative effects.
What kind of change do you mean?
A more gentrified, to use that hackneyed term now, more gentrified East Harlem, but also more diverse economically and racially.
Right now, the school is the first big company to move in here. Hopefully, a lot of other people will follow them, and it will bring up the community and the area to be much better.
I think it's too soon to tell, but I think it's an exciting change for the community, for a school such as with such a stature as Hunter College.
So some of the things that we've done with Hunter College and has been really exciting is this past October we held a youth summit at the School for Social Work, where a number of social workers, you know, popped their head in and they were able to observe, our students and professors were able to observe the conversations that we were having in the community with our children, which are really the issues around youth, sexuality, education, safety, a lot of discussions around death and the issues around you know, what's happening in the community in terms of you know, some of the relationships amongst our young people and the issues of jobs and opportunity.
I've picked up some comments from store owners and restaurant owners, for the most part positive, in that they're looking forward to the increased clientele. But more than that, I haven't heard.
More stores. You know, the more stores, the better the area. That's how it works usually. So we need more good stores, and more people to move in.
For one, I think like a little community center that people can go and gather up and maybe eat, talk, and maybe they could settle a lot of problems there. Maybe that could be a good thing. Like,
que cada quien respete lo suyo y
Summer jobs for the young people are necessary. More after-school programs are necessary. I think visibility is important, and I think that students will be available, can make themselves available to help community-based organizations with mental health issues, social service needs. So I think it's going to be an exciting partnership once it takes hold.
Cooking, like a cooking class, and put like a cooking class for kids.
A cooking class?
Yes.
All right.
And thing for the school, volunteer for the school program.
More motivation, more school programs and stuff like that will help improve the mental health of people around here from East Harlem. That's what I believe.
If cops communicated with the community better, stop some of the violence. More programs for the youth to interact in. More funding coming to this community for other programs as far as employment, education, after school, child care.
This neighborhood has a high, diabetes. It has a high account for diabetes and obesity. But I think with teaching people how to eat differently, and instead of just greasing fast foods or the cuchi fritos in the neighborhoods, these healthier foods that we have here, I think that's going to change as well. So we are looking to, sustainable products and using it in our menu and in our foods.
It would be great to have some programs that have the students coming to Hunter and seeing college and just opening up those doors into, okay, yes, maybe I'm only in 8th grade, but what's my goal? And how can I, strive for that goal? And we've got some great public education in terms of colleges located right here, right in my community, that are open for me to strive for. I think something like a college fair, or for example, in the school here, we do have Hunter students that are doing some of their field work here in terms of working with our students. But it'd be great to maybe see if we could have our students going to Hunter and maybe working with some of the graduates there, so that they are then getting that exposure outside of like, wow, this is college. This is what it looks like.
We have to go out there and try and do as much as we can in terms of events that bring the community in so they can recognize the true wonders of Hunter College, but also now bring Hunter out into the community.
Students make a difference. If you stand together, things will happen. But you have to come together to do it. One person alone ain't going to do it. All students together as one, if you come together, you'll get the job done.
What do you
At least
think?
somebody would listen to you.
What do you think this community needs?
Oh, they need a whole facelift. That building, for one, is a start. Having a school there is a start.
It really is such an exciting moment for social work and for us and for all the things we can bring here. I mean, we're walking a balance. We've got to be very worried about the gentrification and other things, but we really have, I've waited my whole entire career for this chance, so it's great.